everybody. Welcome back to the stream. I hope you guys are having a wonderful end to your weekend. Hello, Pocket Mochas. How's it going? So, there's, here, let me make sure this is working properly. There it is. Okay, good. Anyways, so, I sort of was trying to figure out what to do for tonight's stream. And I did make mention of like potentially doing some roleplay stuff, which I do actually have some pulled up that we might do if you guys want them, but I'll let you guys request those if you do want them. Because I had a couple of ideas outside of that. So hello Caruso, how's it going? Also, I did see that Busy Water request, Death himself. I will get that as soon as we make our way over to the other one day you will gosh dang write a script for me. I will gosh dang read it once you do, Kona. How's it going? I do have some scripts pulled up, and I will do them if you guys want. But also, if you guys have if you have scripts handy that you guys want me to read, if there's any you want to link to me, anything like that, I'm down for doing those. But figured we could get the hand cam back out. And I have these guys that were sent to me. It's not quite enough to do a full tier list or anything like that. Pause, yes. But I do have them, and I could eat them and rank them because I know some of you guys like the crunchies. But aside from that, as we were cleaning up the other day, I found this, which has been kind of stashed away for a while. The box has nothing to do with what's inside, but I have a bunch of old Pokemon cards from when I was younger. So I don't really know what's in here, but I figured it might be fun to go through them and see what's there. I'm sure some of the TCG collectors among you will probably cringe at the fact that these are all just sitting here in a lunchbox, completely unprotected, but we can take a look at it. But and then of course, as usual, any requests you guys have on your own for any kind of trigger stuff, both audio and visual, since we do have the hand cam up, I can get. And speaking of, we'll start with the first one. We've got our fizzy water. Tonight's in orange vanilla polar. And I'll go ahead and open that up. Ooh, hopefully that wasn't super loud. Oh, right, as always, you guys, please make sure to let me know if there's an issue at all, any issue whatsoever with audio levels. If I'm too loud, if I'm too quiet, if the music is too loud or too quiet, if any of these trigger sounds are too jarring, please let me know right away. Oh my gosh, it's really... The Polar seltzers have like such a strong, like... There's such a strong scent to them. Like as I'm pouring them, like this smells like a creamsicle. It's very good. I like this flavor a lot. Citrus flavors in general tend to be very, very good in seltzers, but it's one of the things I've noticed with Polar specifically. Like there's no sweetener in them. Yeah, that was the one you tried with me while you were out here. But yeah, like there's no sweeteners in these, right? There's no sugar. Yep, it's just water and flavors. So there's no sweetener, but it does actually taste like vaguely sweet, and I don't know how that works. I think maybe just because like I'm used to the idea of vanilla being a sweet flavor. Maybe my brain's just like, oh, that's sweet. Maybe, I don't know. All right, just kind of keep that over there for now. Do you guys want crunchy snacks? I mean, I'm not sure if I should like try to rank these or what. Pineapple Spindrift is the same, no sugar added and surprisingly sweet. Isn't that like, doesn't Spindrift have like actual like juice in it though? Isn't that like part of the deal? I think that's how that one works. Or am I thinking of a different one? Let's see if we got apple cinnamon, cheddar, caramel, and ranch. You know what? I kind of want the apple cinnamon. So I'm gonna not eat all of it right now, but if you guys do want, it's like 5%. These crinkle nuts. I don't know. Is this crinkle nuts good? Or are they too loud? Opening it might be a little dangerous. Okay, that's not the worst. So we've got apple cinnamon rice cake. So I'll kind of have that on hand if anybody wants those sounds, I suppose. I mean, I can open up all 4 of these bags and do like a taste test, I guess, but I've had all of these before and I already know that I like them all, so. Apple cinnamon rice cakes with some nut butter is delicious. That sounds really good, actually. I usually just have them by themselves, but that does sound super good. Okay, so, I don't know. Let's just start going through these. I imagine it doesn't surprise anybody that I own this lunchbox. Okay, let me just go ahead here. here and just take a bunch of these out at a time. And I don't really have a plan here. I don't. Go figure. But I guess we can just... Excuse me 1 second. Sorry about that. Hopefully I got that muted in time. Okay, so, like I said, I don't really have a plan here, like, at all, aside from just showing these off. Actually, considering they've been sitting in a lunchbox for God knows how long, they're not in terrible shape, actually. Do I have any of the card sleeves left over? Hang on. I did some card sleeving like a few months ago. I think I might still have the I might still have leftover sleeves that are hanging around. If I do, I'll try to sleeve these while I do this. So there, I guess that's what we're doing tonight. All right, 1 second. I do, actually. I still have a bunch of them. These are inner sleeves, actually, which is fine, I suppose. It's a good start. I can always sleeve them again proper later. So, lots of plastic crinkling tonight fun, guys. So, and of course, as always, those our trigger list and requests are available. So let me do this. So if you want any of that, please just let me know. Use the channel point redeems for those, and just let me know, or just, call out in chat. What I will say, let me see. Hang on. Let me look at my channel point redeems, exactly how I have that set up. If you want at any point to hear any of the role plays, so the ones I have pulled up are here. I didn't get a chance to finish writing the ones I'm still working on, but there's a couple of these that I've read before, but I figured it's been long enough that I can do them again. I have one that was originally written to be Catching a Raccoon Thief, but obviously we redid it to be a bear. Basically everything else still worked. An unexpected friend, kind of stranger to friend, cleaner. Oh, so this one was like, listener is a cleaner in like an office space, I think. And I have a couple here that are about scientist crush needs you as a test subject. And then a follow-up to that one, which is scientist girlfriend tells you how she really feels. So if any of those sounded like a thing you want to hear, just let me know in the requests, and I'll go ahead and get those. But until then, we're going to be doing these. Hey Tatum, how's it going? So let me go ahead and open this up so we can start sleeve and stuff, so they're a little bit more protected. Like I said, I have no clue what's in this box and no clue how good any of them are in terms of like rarity or cost, but I may as well get them protected. So here I've got a Manaphy Holo. I have not played this, and I haven't played the Pokemon TCG in like an extremely long time. But we have Call for Family and Aqua Ring. Manaphy is... Oh, here's what I'll do. I'll read out the card name, which Pokemon it is, and then I'll read the little text at the bottom of each of these. How about that? Born on a cold seafloor, it will swim great distances to return to its birthplace. So, I guess Pokemon TCG fans, if I have any of them in chat, if any of these come up that are like, oh my god, that's super rare, you have an amazingly expensive card right there, let me know, because that would be cool. I don't think I do though. Probably, almost definitely don't. So then we have Ludicolo. I have a couple of Ludicolos, it looks like. Oh, there's no flavor text for this one, actually. This one's not holographic, but we're gonna sleeve these anyways, because why not? Suppose I may as well. Do they not all have to, like, they usually not have flavor text? Huh. I'm noticing a couple of these just don't. Interesting. I have a Lombre. I don't know. Should I read, like, the Pokebodies or something? I should probably read something off the card. Hopefully these are decent visual triggers. I have no idea if this is doing anything for anybody. So, if this is not your guys' jam, please let me know. This is kind of just me grabbing an idea and running with it. So if it's a bad idea, let me know. And we can change gears and just go to some yapping and some triggers. But figured this was a little bit different. Also, I did do my nails over the weekend and wanted an excuse to do a hand cam stream. So there's that too. This one is Lotad. I'm definitely going kind of in reverse order here, but that's okay. With the special moves Rain Splash and Aqua Wave. And I've got a bunch of them. I guess, okay, there are some in here. It's weird. What's the difference between, like, what's the deciding factor between which of these cards get flavor text and which ones don't? No idea. No clue. It's been a very long time since I've done anything with the trading card game. I used to collect them. I mean, obviously, I've got these. But that was a long time ago. So, you have a friend that does YouTube shorts where he opens a booster pack every day from an MTG booster box. That's wild. Every day, huh? I guess that probably is pretty satisfying to watch, though, because, like, I know people like watching decent amount of views too. That makes sense, though. It's not surprising. Opening packs is kind of a satisfying little thing to watch. This one is Krabby with the move Vital Pinchers. Prism says she's proud of me for having side sleeves and that I'm based for doing so. I have side sleeves because she told me to get them. This one is Goldeen with the moves. Whoop, are we out of focus there? There we go. Horn attack and takedown. It swims elegantly by flittering its tail fan as if it were a dress. It has the look of a queen. As she said, I'm so proud and you're so based. Well, thank you. Even if this isn't doing anything ASMR-ish for anybody, at least somebody is getting some enjoyment out of it in that case, I suppose. So, Prism is based for saying Sucrose is based. Mocha's is based for saying Prism is based for saying Sucrose is based. Oh, wait. Yeah, no, those were the same. Okay, I have two, so okay, there's two different, that's right, yeah. Wait, so these were two different sets then. I do not remember even remotely what the symbols relate to set-wise. But this is a different Goldeen. This one has Supersonic and Waterfall and no flavor text. So, you know, there's that. Again, I have no clue why some of these got flavor text and others didn't, but yeah, I did used to play, not like competitively or anything, just like very casually with friends. But that was more like in school and stuff. I haven't really done anything with the game since then. I do have the phone game or the mobile game that came out recently. I haven't played it a ton, but I did play it a little bit. How long ago did I start collecting cards? In middle school, I think. I remember we would go out to eat, and there was like a GameStop there that we'd stop by, and my parents would let my brother and I pick out like a booster pack each for a while. Not like super frequently, but every so often. Chrysola with Cry for Help and Double Attack. But yeah, I'm not actually, I don't think this box is all of my collection. I'm almost positive it's not, but I have no clue where the rest are. It's very, very possible that I left a lot of my collection behind. This one is Corfish with the Pokebody ability Exoskeleton and Double Chop. I guess I could talk about the artwork. That would be probably smart, considering Twitch is a visual medium. So I like the colors in this one. It's really cute. Chrysola is just a cute Pokemon. Big ol' mouth. Remember the Beanie Baby craze? Your mom went into a rage when you took off the tags. Oh my gosh, that's really funny. I don't know that this ever wound up being worth anything. I know everybody thought they were going to be, I guess. So this one is Huntail. Evolves from Clamperl, which we've got down here. Has the moves Bite and Dark Splash. Huntail was never really a Pokemon that I cared all that much for. I tended to gravitate towards like the super cute ones, which again, probably not surprising. So here we have Clam. See, like, this was one of those things. So Clam Pearl with the abilities Iron Defense and Clamp Splash. I have no clue if any of these words are doing any good, but like, this was one of those things, right? Where, like, first off, like, not sure how you get from this to this. Usually when you have, like, evolutions in Pokemon, you can kind of map, like, oh, okay, yeah, I get how this one became this one. But then you had a couple Pokemon that were just like, well, one of these is a clam, and the other one is an eel. And I'm not really... Oh my gosh! Chrysanthemums, Flower Dragon Raid. Oh my gosh, hi. Hello, hello. Thank you so much, Teddy Akuma, for the follow. I appreciate it. Welcome in, welcome in. Hello, Chrysanthemums. Wait, is my shout-out bot not up? Hang on, let me get that up. How did I not have that up already? All right, there we go. Hi, Chrysanthemums. Did it not go? Whatever, we'll do this. It should... Wait, are you not... Oh, because... Okay, because it wasn't turned on. Okay, hang on. Let's do that. Returning the raid back. Oh, yeah, thank you so much. Stream's going all right. We're kind of... I wanted to do, like, a hand cam stream tonight, and I wasn't super sure what to do with it. I had found my Pokemon card, my old Pokemon card collection, and they've all just been sitting for God knows how long in a lunchbox. So I figured I would take them out and actually get them into sleeves. So that's what we're doing tonight. I have no clue how well this is working for anybody in terms of like actual like relaxation or ASMR, but I'm hoping between me like reading card names and talking about Pokemon and sleeving things that people are getting some like vague like satisfaction out of that. Inside sleeves, no less. Yes, it's true. They're side sleeves. It's a cute idea. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. You were playing Deltarune tonight, yeah? How is Deltarune going for you? I really hope it's going well. But yes, also, hi, Huffy, you bear you. I see you there on YouTube. Super cute and fun. It's so good. I think I saw you were doing chapter 2 today, right? Getting a little gay too. More than a little. Oh my god, no, Noelle and Susie are like my favorite. I love them so much. I love them so, so much. Didn't finish yet. Yeah, no, they just get better. It just gets better. But yeah, oh, I guess I should like actually like say hi proper to the raid and like introduce myself and stuff, because that's what I'm supposed to do. But yes, hello everybody who came in through Chrysanthemum's raid. If you are not familiar with me, my name is Sucrose Shigeki, also known as Sucrose Collision. I am a grizzly bear VTuber and a variety streamer, and I mostly focus on retro style content. I have a side focus in fighting games, mostly Grand Blue Rising, and on Sunday nights we do ASMR content. So tonight, we're doing, like I said earlier, we're kind of going through some old Pokemon cards, just getting them into sleeves to get them protected, and just kind of talking about them, just kind of yapping, and found one of my holographic cards so far. We'll see how many more there are in here. But yeah, if you guys want to, or Chris, if you and your raiders need to raid and run, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, hi Yaki. Hi Yaman, how's it going? How's it going? Welcome in. Thank you so much for the raid. But yeah, Chris, if thank you. I'm very happy with these wraps. I like how they came out. It's very cute. Please take care and have a fun stream. Gonna do postcards. Yes, absolutely. That's about what I was about to say. If you need to raid and run, please go take care of yourselves. Same thing goes for any of your raiders. If you guys need to head off to bed, that is more than fine. If you need to head off to go do other things, also totally fine. If you want to stick around though and have kind of a wind down session with me while we poke at some cards and talk about stuff in general, please feel free to hang out. You're more than welcome to be here, and I'm super happy to have you. Thank you so much again for the raid. Also, Iman. Iman, welcome in. How was your art stream? I hope it went well. Hello, Mr. Page. Yaki Rado, because Yaki forgot a raid message again. Ah, I see. But yes, welcome in. Thank you for the first time chat. Hi, Jalen. How's it going? You had to cook? It's fine. I appreciate it though. How was your stream? How was your art stream? I hope it went well. I'll do the intro again, I suppose. I just did it, but that's okay. Hello, everybody who came in from Iman's stream. If you're not familiar with me, my name is Sucrose Yirishigaki, also known as Sucrose Collision. I'm a grizzly bear VTuber and a variety streamer. I mostly focus on retro style content, but I do a little bit of everything. On Sunday nights, we do ASMR streams to kind of help wind down the weekend and get everybody ready for a new work week. So, you heard about me because Say So Bear. I see. Yeah. I am a member of the Kuma Collective alongside Jiro. And yeah, Jiro's a good friend, I think. Yeah. It's Cute Paws Oshi time. Hello, Ketchup. How's it going? Did you have an ASMR stream tonight? How did that go? If you did, heard I got Masters with Versusia. Congrats. This just means you logged out again on Granblue at some point. Yes, you got this. Jalen, first off, thank you so much. I appreciate it. But also, like, Jalen, wait, how do I, yes, you, there we go. Jalen, you're a better player than I am. If I can make it to Masters, you can absolutely make it to Masters. No question. You didn't have a stream tonight? That's okay. Taking a break? Dinner was ribs today, and it wasn't done for a while, so by the time you'd finish eating, you'd only be able to stream for like an hour. That's understandable. But yeah, we are sleeving some Pokemon cards tonight. What was I saying? We do have, for anybody who wants, there's channel point redeems out there for other ASMR trigger requests. So if there's any kind of trigger you guys want to ask for, which, speaking of, I can pull that trigger list up again. Please feel free to ask for those, and I'll be happy to do them for you. But otherwise, we're going to be going through some more of these Pokemon cards. If you or your raiders need to raid and run Iman, please take care of yourselves post-stream. Please don't feel bad about it. I hope you have a wonderful night. But if you do want to hang out and wind down your weekend with me, you're more than welcome to be here, and I'm super happy to have you. Thank you so much again for the raid. One of your holy grails is to collect all of the Yukimori art cards. Oh, that's a cool idea. Like specifically going for like a particular artist. There's some like really cute art in the Pokemon TCG, so that's a really cute idea. Street Fighter 6 has you in a chokehold recently. It's the only fighting game you've been playing recently. Recently got Mighted Diamond, so maybe you'll finally decide to de-rest in Granblue. I believe in you, Jalen. I absolutely think you'll be able to do that. If you want any help de-resting, let me know. I'd be happy to hop into some games with you at some point. But yeah, this one's another Clamperl. I didn't read this one yet because we had raids coming in, but this has the Pokebody of Exoskeleton and an ability called Bubble. I think Clamperl's super cute. It was one of those things that, like, we were talking about this earlier. The evolutions are weird to me because, like, I know there is a different, is it Gorbis, I think is the other evolution? So there's 2 different evolutions it's going to have. But also neither one of them are a clam. So, Thank you, Ketchup. So I've got a couple of these clam pearls. But yeah, I used to, I haven't collected these in a long time. Like I said, these were hanging out in a lunchbox. And I found them when we were going through and reorganizing our bedroom. This one is a Floatzel with the abilities Screw Tail and Water Gun. It floats using its well-developed flotation sac. It assists in the rescues of drowning people. Is that a Yukimori? Let's see. No, this is a Masahiko Ishii is the artist on this one. Makeup brush. You never heard it? Okay, yeah, let me see. Where is it? Hang on. Where is the makeup brush? Did it fall off the desk? It might have fallen off the desk. Give me 1 second. Let me look for this. Okay. I found it. No, you're fine. Okay, so makeup brush. Take a break from the Pokemon cards real quick to get this. If I recall, the pearl of Clamperl becomes Gorbis, and the flesh of it becomes Huntail. Interesting. I believe this is a certain somebody's favorite redeem. I don't know if she's here right now, though. But yeah, this is the makeup brush. And I'm just basically doing this. Those make the tinglies. Also, I do have some rice cakes here. If anybody wants crunchy sounds. Oh my gosh, there is cat hair all over these. So actually, the makeup brush is serving another purpose right now, and it's to clean all the cat hair off of this microphone. I think Ginkgo may have been cuddling up against my 3DO mic at some point. Hello, while running. How are you doing tonight? Just had some Mexican food and getting your butt kicked in Call of Duty. Ah, I see. Well, you know, that happens. Hopefully, it was still an enjoyable time to some degree. hear. But yeah, that is the makeup brush. So if you want any more of that, you know where to find it. And also, I know where to find it now. So, anyways. Okay, so moving along, we've got Buizel. Buizel? Wait, is it supposed to be Buizel? It's probably Buizel. I always just thought it was like Buizel, but maybe Bowie makes more sense. Anyways, we've already established that I don't pronounce Pokemon names right, so it's fine. This one has the ability Splash About. If Buizel has less energy attached to it than the defending Pokemon, this attack does 10 damage plus 10 more damage. Buizel is one of your favorites. You used a plushie in one of the vids you made with your brother and a friend. Oh, nice. This one's super cute. I like otters and I guess otter-like creatures, and Buizel is a cutie. I've tried pens and markers before, but have I done a coloring book? That's actually a super interesting idea. I have not done a coloring book on stream before, but I do have one. It's not immediately handy. I would have to go find it, but possibly ideas for later. I would also have to find I'd have to find something to color them with. At one point I had colored pencils handy, but I don't know where any of that is right now. Not for tonight, but for a future stream. Yeah, the next time I want to do a hand cam stream. Color them with my beautiful smile. I appreciate that. I don't know how well that would work in terms of practicality. I could rub my face against the page and see what happens, though. Thank you for the head pads. And the hydrate. It's a lot of Buizel, yeah. I apparently had a lot of them. That piece of paper would sell for sass. I thought for a second you meant the card, and I was like, that card can't be worth that much. And then I realized you meant the paper that I rubbed my face against. Hello, Dr. Smug. How's it going? This one is Barboach with Amnesia and Tackle. This one is here for the sake of Ketchup's search. This is illustrated by Miki Tanaka. Yes, that is Tanaka. Barboach is another one of the Pokemon I never really used very often. I think it was there's a lot of Pokemon like that are just ooh, wait a second. We've got a reverse holo there, I think. Hello, Spike Kirby. How's it going tonight? I hope you're doing well. Yeah, that is, in fact, a reverse holo. Hey, Pokemon cards. Yup. Hello, Never. Bear. Hello, Ursus. Fellow bear. So, let's see. Can I show off exactly? You can kind of see it. What's the year on the cards? This card is 2005? Yes, 2005. Hand cam stream. Am I gonna even hit chat with nails on the desk ASMR? I mean, you can request it. Also, this. Could I? Yeah, I could do that. But yeah, no, trigger requests are available through channel points. Hello, Rex. You were 5 years old. Ketchup, please don't do that to me. The Delta species sets were some of your first cards. But yeah, even though I'm doing a hand cam stream and we're doing the cards specifically tonight, other triggers are still readily available. If you click on, let's see, we've got, the fizzy water's already been redeemed, but there's the trigger requests. If you want to link me to anything to read or get affirmations, those are all on there. Your dad tried to teach you how to play, but he couldn't figure it out, so you just played war with them instead. You like my nails? Oh, thank you, Rex. I appreciate it. I'm very happy with how these came out, so that's part of why I wanted to do a hand cam stream this weekend. You thought you had like 30 channel points? You're fine. Hello, 77. How's it going? Cheese. It's plastic wrap. Yeah, it's card sleeves, not cheese. I do have, hang on. Got this. That's cheese, kind of. I mean, it's not, but it kind of is. Really craving cheese for some reason. More of a Magic Man than a Pokemon man. Well, Magic Man, Magic the Gathering's a game I never really got into. Probably for the best in terms of my wallet, but like a random wheel of cheese, you put the cards between slices of American cheddar. Oh my gosh, channeling your inner mouse. This one is Bag On. Ability is Granite Head. Bag On becomes what? That's Salamence, I think, is the final one for that. Was never really one of the Durgans that I really particularly liked, but I mean, definitely one of those ones that was always very good, right? But Palkia's weakness. Currently cooking on making Commander deck with the worst Magic cards ever made. Oh my gosh. We got Vulpix. I love Vulpix. Abilities are Bite and Fire Breathing. I guess I'll read the year and the illustrators. So the illustrator for this one is Midori Harada, and it is a 2006. You're also not I'm a sit here and open packs to try to make money guy. You're more of a whoa, this card has art of a tree mollywopping a rhino. Nice. I see. They do include the illustrator. And down here at the very bottom, I don't know if that's going to focus. You can kind of see it. It's really tiny text on there. My nails are so pretty. Oh, thank you. But yeah, I was never really anybody collecting cards for the sake of like making money or anything. I enjoyed playing the game, but I mean, there's a little bit of an element to that. It was hard to like be into something like that and not have that element of like, oh, some of these cards are worth a lot of money. Even though I think the reality of what cards are worth money and what cards aren't is probably pretty skewed. I don't expect any of these actually would be worth anything. Do it out of love for the game. Let me see here. All cards since ever includes illustrators. Yeah. I think like games like Magic and stuff should also have that, I'm pretty sure. So this one is another Vulpix. This one has Ken Sugimori art. Oh, this one is 2007. So you're seeing the span of time here for sure. Um, oh my gosh. Whoa, hello. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Manual buggy raid. Aw, thank you guys. Oh my gosh. I I am so not used to thank you. Oh my gosh, you guys. I'm not used to YouTube having raids happen. I don't know how hmm. I apologize that there's no alert to go off for that, but thank you so much. I don't have the means to shout you out or anything on YouTube. I'm super new to the YouTube end of things. So like I'm very much very much used to how Twitch works, so I apologize. I don't know the full etiquette for the YouTube side of things, but I really do appreciate it. Thank you so much. I'm assuming, let me see. Manual buggy raid. Let me see. Hang on. Buggy raid, Furumi Kaiba manual raid, and alien invasion. Buggy raid. Hope I'm having a good day. Thank you. Oh my gosh, you guys. I really appreciate it. Furumi directed us here. It wasn't a normal raid. Nice to meet you. Oh, thank you. Just wanted to send some love. I really appreciate it, Furumi. Thank you so much. How was your stream? What were you streaming? Welcome to the YouTube side. Yeah, thank you. I'm trying real hard, guys. I finally got like restream stuff set up because like I tried doing YouTube back at the start of the year, but I was trying to manually like stream to like both ends at the same time, and like my ISP was like, hey, no, we're not gonna let you do that. So, but I did finally like look into like restream and stuff so that it's not actually like eating up a million bits of my bandwidth, and it seems like it's working. So, but thank you so much. I hope you had a wonderful stream. I guess I will I guess I'll introduce myself the same way I would from Twitch raids. Hello, everybody who came in from Furumi's raid. If you're not familiar with me, my name is Sucrose Yurishigaki, aka Sucrose Collision. I'm a grizzly bear VTuber and a variety streamer. I mostly focus on retro style content, but I do a little bit of everything. I have a side focus in fighting games, mostly Grand Blue Rising, and on Sunday nights we do ASMR content. So tonight I'm going through, basically I had found a lunchbox full of my old Pokemon TCG collection, and I didn't have any of them sleeved, so we're going through and looking at all of them and sleeving them. So a lot of bandwidth required. Yeah, no, that's true. I found that out very quickly. It worked for about a week, and then my ISP caught wise to what I was doing, I think, and then they were just like, hey, guess what? You now have no bandwidth. And like both of my streams like skid to a halt, and that was not fun. So but yeah, I've got you guys down here on the bottom left hand corner, and then Twitch chat is up there on the top right. So you guys can kind of talk to each other in ways there, I suppose. Hopefully that works out for people. Hopefully that's not too difficult to follow. But yeah, so we're going to be going through more of these, and I've just been reading out the names and the attacks, the illustrators, and the years, because I have one of my... Oh my gosh, thank you so much, Christian Hans, for the follow. I appreciate it. I do need to set up... I think I have, like, the... yeah, I was getting throttled hard. It was not fun. Oh my gosh, I think I'm getting alerts for, like, I'm getting the sound alerts for when people are following on YouTube or subscribing on YouTube, but not as much, like, the visual's not coming up. Actually, I wonder, do I have that, like, just sitting up here and it's just not turned on? If I can actually check that. Is it... Which one is it? Hang on. I thought for sure I had that. Is it this? It is this. It's just not turned on. because I'm a derp. So there we go. Maybe that'll actually work now when people do that. Well, we'll find out, I suppose. Let me move that up here just so it's not like right smack in the middle of the screen. I think that's correct though. So, but yes, I appreciate those of you who just subscribed over on the YouTube end. Thank you so much. Oh, right. Oh gosh, I have no clue how to handle redeems on the YouTube side of things. That's, but I guess what I'll say is anybody who came in, or Furumi, if you have any ASMR, particular ASMR like things, you like triggers or whatever that you enjoy in particular and you would like to hear any of them, I've been taking a break from Pokemon cards whenever people request them. Let me see, let me pull this up here. I think you guys should be able to see them from the, yeah, there we go, from the Twitch end of things, kind of. Yeah, they're there. So if anybody wants that, just let me know. In any case, here. Oh, obviously, yes. If you or your raiders need to raid and run for me, I completely understand. Please take care of yourselves post-stream. I really, really appreciate the raid. If you or any of your raiders do want to hang out and watch and listen to me go through these Pokemon cards to kind of help wind down things for you, please feel free to hang out. You're more than welcome to be here, and I'm super, super happy to have you. Thank you so much again for the raid. That's my first, like, raid of sorts on the YouTube end of things, and I'm really excited about it. Thank you so much. Okay, so we have Talo with the move Quick Attack, and the artist for this one is Miki Tanaka, and this one is a 2006 card. Oh, I started talking about it, I think. One of my, somebody in chat over on the Twitch end of things has been trying to collect specific, oh my gosh. Thank you so much, Jade, for the resub. Oh my gosh. Need to get to bed, but you look forward to catching my streams in the future? Absolutely. Thank you so much. I am definitely going to be streaming so long as, you know, I don't run into any more like connection issues, which I shouldn't on Restream. So long as that doesn't happen, they will be on YouTube as well as Twitch in going forward on all of them. Who could that be? I wonder. Hey, Jazz, how's it going? Let me see here. So, okay. But yeah, I know Ketchup was looking for, which one was it again you were looking for, Ketchup? You were looking for specific, YouTube has to be enabled per person for raids. You're not too sure about the process there. I'll have to look into it. Like I said, I'm still kind of learning the YouTube end of things. Oh, thank you. Yukamori. Okay, if I find any of those, I'll make sure to point them out. So we have a couple, oh, that was the last of the Talos. So then we have Ekans with Bite and Tail Snap. Local Palma Girl, Galleon Wife reporting to say hi. How's it going, Rosie? Oh, here's Yukamori. There you are. You can enable redirect raids in the YouTube settings, by the way, for the future. Oh my gosh. Okay. Thank you so much for the sub on YouTube. I appreciate it. It's a bit weird. Yeah, I'm so not used to it. Thank you so much, Rock Order, for the follow. I appreciate it so much. Okay, so it's the YouTube settings for the future. Furumi was trying, but it sent you manually. Let me take a look at that super quick here, if I can. Let me see. It's in the settings, you said. Let me take a look. Can I open? Yeah, I can't open that in a new. Where does that live, I wonder? Is it in advanced settings? I may just have to look this up later. Channel status and features, possibly? I'm so sorry that it wound up being difficult I wound up accidentally making it difficult for you to do. Is it community moderation? Okay, well, oh, wait. Oh, I found it. Okay, there we are. I think I have that right now. So hopefully for the future, whenever anybody tries to do that, now it won't give them an error. I appreciate it so much, though. Oh my gosh, you guys. Okay, I think I have that figured out. I will look it up like more specifically next time, or like after stream tonight, so that I can check it next time. Mm-hmm. You remember when the feature dropped, it was confusing for everybody. Makes sense, yeah. But yeah, is this one that you have catch up, or is this one? Oh, wait a second, this is a reverse holo, I think. Yes, it is. It's hard to see, but you can kind of see the shimmer. Also, it's hard to get the camera to actually focus on this. Yeah, there we go. That gave a little bit more of a shimmer there. You don't have that one. For a lot of YouTube people, it's still very new, so don't worry. Okay, I won't. But I also very much appreciate that Furumi, decided to do it manually, even when it didn't work normally. That was super sweet. I really do appreciate that so much. I'm gonna have to look into the details of how to do that, because I would also like to be able to do redirects myself then, going forward in the future. I'm still, like I said, kind of just starting out over here, so I don't have a ton of viewership on YouTube just yet. But once we do start having like the people handy to do those redirects, that would be super cool. It would be nice to start meeting some other VTubers here on YouTube. So we've got Cyndaquil. This one is, let me see, Hajime Kusejima, I think, is the illustrator on that one. It is a 2005 card. It is, the abilities are Paralyzing Gaze and Fireworks. And then we have Combuskin. Is it Atsuko Nishida is our illustrator on that one. And Pokebody ability is Natural Cure and Lunge. And this one's a 2007. Thoughts on Cyndaquil? I like Cyndaquil. I actually really like this starter line a lot, actually, because I think Cyndaquil's a cutie. It's one of those ones that, like, so here's the thing, like, with a lot of Pokemon, especially starters have this problem for me a lot, is that the starters start out, like, super cute, and then I don't always love what the final evolutions look like. Like, that's sort of a thing. I know this is kind of blasphemous to say, I guess, maybe. I don't know, maybe not. I don't actually love any of the final evolutions on the Gen 1 starters. Like, they're fine. I don't hate them or anything. But, like, I absolutely adore Charmander, Squirtle, and Bulbasaur. I think they're all ridiculously cute. But, like, I don't love Blastoise, Venusaur, or Charizard that much. Charizard definitely has the cool factor, so there's that. Seeing these era cards are neat. They're the ones you had as a kid. Yeah, these were the ones I collected. I mentioned I was collecting in school, basically. Middle school into high school. My oldest cards are definitely not in here, but are my nails silver or gray? They're actually purple. Let me see if I can get a better, look up here for you guys, if it'll focus. So they're like a very pale purple with like the like the glitter in there. I'm a grizzly. You saw Sue Chris Glider. Oh, Sugar Glider. No, I'm a grizzly bear. California grizzly bear, to be specific. But yeah. Admittedly, most people don't peg me for a grizzly because I tend to be my bear form. I do have a bear form. It's disabled for ASMR streams. Actually, here, I can show it off. That's fine. It should work from here. I do have a bear form, but I'm little. I'm a little bear. This is also me, so. But I usually have this turned off for ASMR streams because we like to keep the chaos to a minimum on the cozy, unlike the super cozy streams. So Typhlosion had a really hard time in the trailer. A lot of them did, yeah. Like, a lot of the older Pokemon don't look great in 3D. They really don't, and it's unfortunate. You have this exact Chimchar and Charmeleon? Or, Oh, yeah. But yeah, the, what was I saying? The, so fluffy. I appreciate it. Thank you. Thank you so much, June Circuit, for the follow. I appreciate it. I'm thinking about turning, so back when I was doing YouTube streaming at the start of the year, I noticed that a lot of people on the YouTube end, I did have the alerts turned on for when people like subscribed and stuff, but I did notice that like a lot of people just had their like full legal name as their YouTube like account, so I turned that part off and just had like a generic blurb because I had figured people probably don't want their full name just like suddenly shown up on screen like that. So, but I don't know how to like, if I could have that so that it would only show like actual usernames like that, I would, but I don't know how to do that. So imagine if someone had their full legal name as their Twitch, God forbid. Okay, I did not know that, Ian. That was a thing you did not need to tell me, but this is a pseudo. Don't worry. Pseudonym. No, it's fine. I haven't really had that problem on Twitch so much. It's more like, it was more a thing that I noticed on YouTube specifically, where it was like 3 people in a row. It was just, oh, hi, thank you for subscribing on YouTube, full legal name of this person that I'm not going to say out loud. And it was just kind of awkward. So I was like, oh no, so I turned off alerts entirely for a bit. And then when I started doing this again, I turned them back on, but I tried to make it more generic. Very uncommon for that type of alert to exist on YouTube. So, yeah. It's just one of those things that, since their Google account, people need to change. Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. So I think I'll keep it with the generic one for YouTube. I want the, like, YouTube end of things to feel included in that if I'm gonna also be streaming on YouTube. Because, like, obviously, I started on Twitch. A lot of my stream is built around the way Twitch works. So, but I don't want, like, I want to be able to interact with YouTube in the same way if I'm going to be streaming over there also. So like alerts like that are, I think, a way to do that maybe, but when you got members, that's different. Yeah, I don't think I'm actually at the point where I can get members yet. Isn't that like, is it 500 subscribers before you're allowed to like monetize like that for members? I think I need to look into that again, because like I am actually starting to kind of get up there in numbers now. So think it's a good idea anyways to stream to YouTube, Twitch deletes VODs after a while. Yeah, I was uploading VODs, and I still am. I'm kind of behind on VOD uploads. Multi-streaming is getting used more and more, and it's definitely nice. Yeah. Well, because like I know there were some people in my community that were like, hey, we love watching you, but we hate watching on Twitch. please start streaming to YouTube. So I was like, okay, well, so, you know, here I am. But anyways, let me see here. It's a good idea. Oh yeah, so I was uploading VODs to YouTube, and still am, because I still have some to catch up on, but that's going to be less of a thing now that I'm streaming over there, because they auto-save them. Oh my gosh, excuse me. They auto-save them anyways, so YouTube is great for VODs. Yeah, exactly. It's also, like, way more friendly to, like, watch VODs after the fact on YouTube compared to Twitch. Like, as somebody who likes to watch, like, stream VODs, myself, it's hard to do that on Twitch. It's just not a very friendly system for that. Just got to S++2 with Versusia. So far, so good. You're gonna get to Masters so fast with her, I'm pretty sure. Like, for like a couple of reasons. One, yes, she's super, super good. But for two, like, I just have a feeling, well, for one, you're an amazing player. But also, like, I have a feeling that for every, like, as you get more and more characters to Masters, you're probably getting, you know, increasingly better at the game and learning to be more versatile and stuff like that. So, yeah, Twitch definitely did, like, change their stuff there, and they're deleting a lot more now. So it was a good time to start streaming on YouTube in addition, so that VODs are just automatically preserved over there and I don't have to worry about it. So that goes into effect tomorrow. Yeah, for the highlights, I think VODs proper still are on the same timers in terms of, like, when they auto-delete. So I still have a little bit of time to get the rest of my VODs that aren't here yet over here. So anyways, we have Charmeleon. This one is another Midori Harada, 2007, with the abilities Scary Face and Flame Tail. But yeah, I'm actually, like, super excited to be on YouTube. I'm really, really glad it seems to be working out. Thank you for the hydrate, Tatum. I appreciate it. Give me one moment. This is a different Charmeleon. Thank you so much for the follow over here, Resolve. I really appreciate it. Thank you so much. So Charmeleon with Rage and Flamethrower. This one is a, oh, thank you for the posture check. This one is a Kagamaru Himeno, and it's 2006. If I remembered, because I know the little symbols down there in the corner kind of indicate what the set was. If I remembered what those were, I would call those out too, but I don't. It's been way too long. So, I've got a lot of different Charmeleons, apparently. Well, I say a lot. I have 3 different Charmeleons. So this one is that Koki Saito is the illustrator on that one. And this one's from 2006 with Flare and Damage Burn. I know some people separate older Twitch VODs into a separate channel so it doesn't mess with their algorithm as well, so it might be decent to look into. Yeah, I might do that, actually, now that I'm having, like, the live stream one saved automatically. I might move the old VODs, because for a bit that was what my YouTube channel was primarily existing for, was to upload old VODs. But obviously that's not necessary anymore. So I may offload all of the old VODs to a separate channel, so I can start doing other things with the YouTube channel that isn't just, you know, streaming. Like, speaking of ASMR streams, there are a couple ASMR roleplays I've written that I've done on stream live, but I would love to actually record proper and get into, like, YouTube videos on here. I mostly, I need to, like, come up with thumbnails for them. And I don't know if I would try to use the model for those, or if I would just, you know, do audio over a still image. I've given you the Itch to Sleeve cards, but you don't have any sleeves. Sleeves aren't that expensive, at least. Like, you can get, like, I don't remember exactly how much they cost, but, like, I got this entire, like, thing here of, like, this big old chonker of, like, a boatload of sleeves, and it wasn't that expensive, so. Peeks in at thumbnail mentions. We can talk, Kona, we can talk. For those without the context, Kona is our resident artist. She's actually behind all of the emotes. Well, not all of the emotes, but most of the emotes that we have over on Twitch. And eventually, hopefully, on YouTube. I think once I get to the point where I can start, like, monetizing over there, I imagine that means that I can include I guess member emotes. I'm not sure. I need to look into more of YouTube. Did I read this one already? Yes, I did. Okay. Binders are decent for sleeve use too. You have one for your original gen and one for your evolutions. But yeah, I would love to get my old role plays. Well, I say old. They're not that old. My previous role plays actually into recorded form. I need to actually just do it. I've also got another script or two that desperately need to get finished writing, but I just haven't. YouTube is a little weird with ASMR. If you're able to check with others on what works to not get bonked would be also be good to look at. Yeah, the scripts I've written are relatively clean. So, like, I know there's a thing where ASMR tends to get treated as more adult than it actually is. But I would hope it would work, what I have. Because again, nothing's actually, like, there's nothing actually spicy at all. Thank you so much, Alpha Breakfast, for the oh, Alpha Breakfast, hello. Okay, that's fine. I can do that. Made a Pokemon, here. Hang on, we did have a trigger request for the, do I have, will this work here? Yes, it does show the timer. Okay, so for the next 5 minutes, I will be, man, when I lean over to that side, I'd stop getting tracked. I will be trying to keep it at a whisper for you guys. So, I'm also admittedly kind of, here, can I move this a little bit so that it's not, there we go, that should work a little bit better. So, yeah, I'm gonna keep it at a whisper for you guys for the next 5 minutes. Whisper, whisper, whisper. But yeah, okay, so next we have Charmander. Illustration by Sachiko Adachi, and Smokescreen is the attack, and this is a card from 2007. Just heads up, yeah, no, for sure. I follow a lot of ASMR. I've used ASMR to get to sleep for years now, and especially because I do have, like, a very strong affinity for, like, F for F, like, I guess cuter, like lesbian girlfriend roleplay kind of things. I've noticed a lot of those artists mentioning that, like, YouTube has cracked down on them more over time, and it's pretty crappy, but it's what it is, I suppose. So here I have another Charmander. This one is another Midori Harada, with a 2006 card with headbutt and slash. Oh, yeah, these are the same. But yeah, I will, you know what, after I'm back from Combo Breaker, I'll make a point, especially now that my YouTube channel needs to have some actual videos up on it other than our streams. I will make an actual point to get those recorded finally. And yeah, getting old VODs onto their own channel. I didn't do that initially because I didn't want to split my my subscriber base, I guess, as I was starting out. It felt like maybe a mistake to try to start 2 channels at once, but now that streams are being done over there, I think it's probably smart to actually offload those old VODs. Reminds you of JoJo's Yu-Gi-Oh! Collection. He has one card that was worth $50,000. Oh my gosh. Oh, we did have this bag on before. So I just have more copies of the same one. So we've already read that one out. So we'll just keep on going. I remember I used to play all the time in middle school. Like on lunch break or in like slow periods where we just didn't have anything to do. But I also do remember that at one point the school tried banning them. They tried to make it so that we couldn't have them in class. Well, and obviously if we had them out in class, that was a problem. But they tried to make it so we couldn't even play with them outside of that in free periods and stuff. It didn't last that long, but it did happen. This one is a Whooper. The illustrator is Kakamaru Himeno, and it is from 2005. Oh my gosh, there we are. That is the end of the 5 minutes. I don't mind doing whispering just randomly, though. I'll try to mix in a little bit of it. But obviously, the whisper time is a thing. It is a redeem on Twitch, so. Hello, CJ. How's it going? I hope you're doing well tonight. How's your weekend been? I hope you had a good one. Because I haven't asked yet if anybody has anything to share. How was your guys' weekends? Did you guys have any fun activities you did? Any yummy foods? Anything fun or exciting or unique? We have a trap hinge here. The illustrator is Sachiko Adachi, and this is from 2007. And so as far as my weekend, outside of stream stuff, it's been good. Chilling on Minecraft. That's awesome. I made the schedule for next week, forgetting that I already had a non-Minecraft stream this week. So I might redo next Sunday's ASMR stream to be another Minecraft one again, because I've been having fun with that. Oh, and for those who are watching the last one, I did actually find an entrance to the cave I can actually use for the cave we found. So I'm actually super excited to do more with that. So that might be next week's ASMR stream, is more Minecraft again. So Was a good weekend. Watched Eurovision, had a nice roast dinner and work, and was another good week. Yeah. Speaking of Eurovision, so I was at a friend's birthday party last night, and we all watched the grand finals of Eurovision together, and it was a lot of fun. Oh my gosh. Bestie was here too for F1. Nice. But yeah, I think between that and Barry giving me that crash course the other week, I think, I had already heard previous Eurovision songs and really liked them, but I think I might be following Eurovision from now on because it was a lot of fun. And also the friend whose birthday it was is also a big Eurovision fan, and she just kind of took the opportunity to be like, hey, all of you are coming in here and sitting down and we are going to watch Eurovision. And I was like, cool, I already know these songs. I can feel like I know what I'm talking about. So it was a lot of fun, and she wants to make it a regular thing now going forward on her birthday. So it's cool. Mm-hmm. Glad to hear that you're also a huge Eurovision fan. It was a lot of fun. There were some really good songs, and some of those songs got utterly robbed in the voting. It was a travesty, but also still fun. So, hello, King Coffee, Gao. How's it going, Gao? So we have another challenge. This one is a Tomokazu Kamiya illustration from 2006. It is Gao, going Gao. Gotta prepare for what Gao comes at the end of this coming Gao week, Gao. You're not sorry. I know you're not. Never once expected you to be. Yeah. So, can we talk about what is Eurovision? So, I think the way it was explained in the stream where Barry was introducing me to it is it's kind of imagine American Idol, but for basically all of Europe plus Australia and a couple other countries. So most of the world, and basically they all every country sends their own performance to they all send their own performers to perform their song, and then between judges and audience voting, some of them progress and some of them don't, and at the end the winner of the grand finals gets a big trophy, and then that country gets to host the next year, basically. Biggest song contest ever, basically. Yeah, American Vision win. We were actually talking about that, it was oh man, it's too bad that America's not part of this, right? And it is. It's kind of a major shame. It's one of those things that when I think about it, as much as I really would want us to be able to participate in it, I have a feeling that America as a country, as a whole, how do I put this? I think as a culture, we're too averse to the concept of camp, because Eurovision is extremely campy, and that's part of what I love about it. It's part of what I really enjoyed about it, but I have a feeling that the average American is not into that, and so I don't know how well us trying to take part in it would even work. 50 State Vision. I mean, the American version of it's just American Idol, I think, but the just kind of very bombastic, very dramatic, very flamboyant presentations and performances of Eurovision are probably a little much for the average American, which is unfortunate. I wish that wasn't the case, but I have a feeling it's probably true. So, that Shelter's one of your favorites. This one is is it Hisao Nakamura illustration from 2006. 50 State Vision. But like, there were a couple of like the performances that like it's like such a shame they didn't perform better point wise, because it's like, oh man, these were so good. Like, yeah, like the Malta performance was like amazing, and she got like almost no points, and it was like actually kind of a crime. Also, like my friend whose birthday we were at, like she was like, her favorite one was the Iceland one, and like they got no points at all from the judges, and then like barely any points from the popularity contest. And so it was just like, oh man, that sucks. That sucks a lot. Anyways, we've got Rhyhorn. This one, the illustrator is Kagamaru Himeno. That illustrator note is in a completely different place from these other ones. I just noticed. Wait a second. There's a lot of politics in Eurovision. Yeah, I get that sense. But so to like some degree, I feel like there's an element of needing to like kind of maybe stop caring about who wins and who loses that, and just be like, oh, these are some cool songs and I'm enjoying them. And you can kind of hope they do well, but like, yeah, I feel like we just spent the entire voting period kind of being upset. Yeah, so we sort of like low-key agreed next time around we're probably just not even going to watch the voting part. We'll just watch the performances of the grand final and just be like, these were the ones that we liked. And in our hearts, they are the winners. We've got a Riolu next here. This one is another Ken Sugimori art. It's usually pretty obvious because it's like the game art basically just slapped on a background. And this one is also from 2007, so these are the same set, I'm pretty sure. That's the way to do it. Yeah, for sure. Ooh, I think we have another reverse hollow here. Yeah, we do. There it is. This is Fanfi. Oh, there's another Yukamori for you catch up. And this one's from 2005. You need that Fanfi. But yeah, there were so many good songs this year. Granted, like, I haven't followed it in previous years. There's a handful of songs from previous Eurovisions that I've, like, been aware of and really enjoyed. So it, like, realistically, like, it was not at all surprising. Because, like, Barry, when she did, like, the tier list thing with me where she wanted to get my, like, first impressions as somebody who had never, like, actively followed or watched Eurovision, she was like, oh, were you expecting to like these? And I was like, actually, yeah, I was. Because, like I said, I had heard some Eurovision songs before, and I'm like, yeah, no, this is totally my vibe. So, it was not surprising at all. This is another Midori Harada from 2004. Yeah. We are towards the end of this pile of sleeves. but I have so many others here, so it's not a problem. We have a Medicham. That artwork is so cool. Oh my gosh. It's one of the things I love about trading card games in general, and like the Pokemon TCG specifically, is like these were always like, that was one of my favorite things about like the Pokemon TCG, is you just got all of these like very different illustrations of Pokemon that like were just really, really different in style from the games. It's the coolest dimension. Because you got like this one here, right, which is the Ken Sugimori art, just the game art, which is good. Like, obviously, like the Ken Sugimori art is very good. Pokemon's artwork is great, right? But like something like that is just so fun and so cool. That's like awesome. So this one is by is it here? Hang on, these are hard to see. I think it's Tomoaki Inokuni. That's why I really enjoy the new Digimon TCG and the alt AR and the alt arts especially. That's really cool. Yeah, like card-based games are great for artwork, I feel like. Not always, right? Sometimes, like, you know, some stuff's kind of lower effort, but like there was it's still a thing, right? There's a game called I'm sure a lot of you are familiar with it. There's a game called Disney Villainous, and actually I guess they have like the TCG now, which I can't remember the actual name of now that I'm thinking about it. Is it Lorcana? It is Lorcana. That's by like the same like company group or whatever. Yeah, Lorcana. And like the artwork on those cards are so good. I've been so tempted to get into Lorcana, but I really don't have the money. I really don't have the money. So, but it looks so cool. But like I got really into Villainous for a while. And the artwork on those cards, not all of them, some of them can be a little bit iffy, but like a lot of them have so like really, really good artwork of like some older Disney movies that are like that kind of could be, I mean, look, I want to be careful how I say this. I am a Disney fan, right? I like Disney movies. I like Disney animation. Your Yu-Gi-Oh! And Digimon was tempted to get into Illustrials, but couldn't. Yeah, trading TCGs are so hard to get into, just because like it's so expensive. It's so expensive to maintain. So like the other part of it too is like I don't really want to get into a card game just to collect them. I usually only do it when I know I'm going to play the game, right? And I don't have anybody to play with, so... and I have no clue how good the game itself is. Although, like I said, Villainous was really fun, so I imagine Lorcana has to be pretty good. You just play Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel for free. Yeah, right? Like, like, Tabletop Simulator is also good for that, right? So, okay. So we have a Meditate. This is another Midori Harada, from 2007. But yeah, I actually, I made there was a brief period of time. Actually, this predates my streaming, I think. Was I streaming when I did this? I don't remember. No, I think I was doing some streaming. I think I was just starting out in streaming when I was doing this, but I got really into like the like the custom like fan like content, I guess, for Villainous for a while. So I actually made 2 like custom villains for the tabletop simulator like version of the game, I guess, the plugin. So I mean, they're out there, they're still in the workshop. Anybody who, it's not hard to find my it's not hard to find my my Steam, because it's just Icarus Collision. And if you look at my workshop items, they're in there. But I made I made villains for Emperor Pilaf from Dragon Ball, and Yano from, wait, did I ever upload the Yano one? I think I did. I hope I did. I might never have uploaded the Yano one, now that I think about it. But I made Yano from Odd Taxi. The Pilaf one probably wasn't very good, I don't think. There was a Discord for like the custom like Villainous like community, I guess, and somebody in there tended to like grab different custom made I guess mods or custom villains and review them on the Discord, and mine kind of got torn to shreds. Like, mine was apparently, according to them, extremely bad, but it was fun to make. So I mean, that's the important part, I guess. I don't know that anybody has ever played with them at all, but it was an excuse for me to like slap a bunch of old like original Dragon Ball art on cards. So let me add them. Nah, it's fine. Let's see here. Hopefully this isn't too loud as I'm doing this. I'm always nervous about opening plastic stuff because there's always that like sharp jump on the microphone levels when I do it. But I think that was probably fine. And bonus, we get a little bit of plastic tinkle. Okay. Sorry, looking for a place to put the wrapper. Okay, so got a bunch of sleeves again. I have so many sleeves, which is good because I also have so many cards. We will be doing something with this kind of thing again in the near future. Well, I say near future. So so speaking of like card-based games, there's a deck builder game that I paid into the Kickstarter for, which I played the first version, I guess, of the game before. I got it from an anime convention, but the game is called Heart of Crown, and I paid into the Kickstarter for their like second edition, and in theory I should get it at some point. Yo, Papa Spade, welcome in. How's it going? But what was I saying? Right. So the Kickstarter for that, I paid into the point where they were making like, if you paid a certain amount into the Kickstarter, you got a special version of the game where all of the cards were holo foil. So I'm really excited about that. The problem is that they are currently trying to figure out how to ship all of the boxes that are complete and done and ready, and need to be sent to backers in America. They have already sent out the non-American backer boxes because that's easier for them to do right now. But right now they are trying to figure out how they're going to do that for everybody in America without having to pay a lot of money. So, you know, eventually, in theory, I will have that, and once I do, I'm definitely doing an unboxing on stream, and we will also sleeve all of those cards, because I am definitely sleeving all of those cards, because they're all holofoil. But the game is so much fun. I love that game so much. It's super cute. It's basically, the idea is like you are building up your little like kingdom or whatever, and there's like basically like the king / emperor / whatever has died suddenly and didn't name an heir, and so he has a bunch of daughters, and you are basically picking one of the princesses and trying to get her on the throne. So that's the game, and it's got like a ton of like super cute like anime art on it. It's really cool. I really like it. I can't wait to actually show that to you guys when I get it, which hopefully sometime this year that'll happen, but we'll see. Anyways, we've got next a Hariyama by Hisao Nakamura. It's the illustrator, and this one is from 2005. Got several Hariyamas. This one's just more Ken Sugimori art. But like, this is what I mean. Like, the Ken Sugimori art is great, right? Obviously. But like, I really like that was one of the things that really I always loved about the Pokemon TCG specifically, is you just got to see some like really cool different look, like, and like especially the ones that like depict things happening in the world. It was just really cool, like, I guess world building outside of the games, because like it's one of the things I'm super excited about for the new Pokemon Legends game, is like the ability to actually have an entire, like, the fact that the whole game takes place in an actual city-sized city is like super cool to me, because like city life in the Pokemon universe is like one of those things that like I kind of low-key always wanted to see expanded upon, because the games never really do anything with that, because all of the city, even like the biggest cities in, like, I'm thinking like the Black and White games, right, where like you get into like the big city, that but like even that's like super small, like relatively speaking. It's tiny, right? It's a tiny little RPG town. Looks great, but you have so many Nintendo gripes at the moment. Understandable. Yeah, no, that is 100% fair. I do not blame anybody that does not want to mess with the Nintendo right now, because like I'm low-key very close to that point, because it just feels like there's so much, like, I love Nintendo. I do. I love their games. I love their properties. I kind of don't like the company right now. I kind of really don't. They are not making it easy to like them. And I don't blame a single person who's just like, nah, I'm done. I think I will probably wind up getting Legends Arceus for the Switch 1, because I don't have a pre-order for the Switch 2, and I don't know whether or not I'm going to get one. I don't know. It's so hard, because like there's some of the games where it's like, oh my god, I want that so badly. But also, there's a lot about it that's not great. Give me 1 second, guys. Hang on. You played Legends and loved that one for a short time. I do need to, wait, let me see. Switch 2 is selling physical key codes, not actual games, and the new end license is met. Yeah, no, that's a big deal. That is a big problem right now. That it's just like, ooh, like, I already don't love how much we're moving away from physical media in like gaming space, well, in general, but like in the gaming space, it was one of the places where you still kind of had that. And like, the fact that like the game cards aren't even game cards, they're just digital codes basically. And it's like, well, okay, so, but why? What's the point? Why would you do that? Haven't played any since Gen 5. Thought they were going to make games better with the Switch, but they didn't fix the mistakes from the jump to 3D. You'll own nothing and you'll like it. Here's the thing. What I'm kind of excited about right now, to the degree that they are allowed to still exist, like, fan games right now are like, there's some really good ones out there, and like, it's like, okay, you know what, if I'm just not gonna be engaging with some of the newer things, which I may still get a Switch to, I really genuinely don't know. It is wild to me how much hype was generated over that console and then immediately squandered. It's wild. I don't understand. Like, have you seen the guy making a Super Mario 64 sequel that runs on original hardware? No, I haven't. Wait, is it one of the projects that like Kaze Emanuar is doing? Is it Kaze or Kaze? I've heard people pronounce it Kaze, and I don't know if it's a mispronunciation or if it's actually how you're supposed to pronounce his name. He made a 30-minute video about how the original Goombas are a waste of space. What? But like, I know that like there's a bunch of like really solid, like, a bunch of really, really solid, like ROM hacks and like fan projects by that guy in the Mario 64 space specifically. The first big cut of energy was skipping the... Yep. Mm-hmm. It was like, oh... Because I did a reaction to that. Like, I think, actually, yeah, the reaction should be up on my YouTube. That VOD should be there. But, like, I did that reaction on stream to that direct, and it was like, oh my gosh, this is great. Hang on. Where's the price? Why aren't you telling us what the price is? Uh-oh. It is Kaze. Okay. And like, yeah. It sure was a thing. There was stuff I really, really liked about that direct. There's stuff I really, really liked about the games coming out. And then there was stuff that was just not good. Average reaction to non-direct Nintendo news. Basically, yeah. Like I said, I haven't ruled out entirely that whether or not I get a Switch 2. But it's definitely not going to be at launch because I didn't get a pre-order. And it's going to be dependent on a couple things. You blame Nintendo for Delta. I mean, sure, but honestly, I was happy just to have a release date for that. I was very happy to have a release date for that. That's the thing too, is like some of the bigger things that came out of that direct that I was like really excited for are going to be things that are almost definitely not Switch 2 exclusive anyways. So it's like, okay, cool. I at least some of that stuff I can kind of just still do, right? So it's wild that the price of the console wasn't even what took the... I know. No, it is wild. That entire thing was just like, man. I keep up with Arlo on YouTube. Like, primarily that's where I follow a lot of follow a lot of Nintendo news. And like, yeah, his Arlo Talks like videos over time have just been like, oh, it's like he's like so depressed about like how like having to make all these videos that are like, oh man, more bad news, oh man. Last Pokemon game you physically played was Platinum. Haven't played Pokemon since. That's fair. A lot of people like so my last one was Sun and Moon that I finished. I have Sword and Shield, but I never finished it. I should go back and play it again at some point. I mean, it'll be a stream game at some point. That's the thing. I only really ever finish games if I play them on stream anymore. So if I make it a stream game, I will finish it. So, your favorite story of Nintendo suing someone was when they went after a chain of grocery stores in Mexico named Mario's, and they lost because Nintendo didn't own the patent or whatever Mario in the grocery category. That's a stupid lawsuit anyways. Oh my god. The 3 seconds of Silk Song was amazing, where it was just like, wait, hang on, you're gonna drop the Silk Song like release in a little like 3-second snippet in an indie thing, and it's like, really? Okay. Mostly as a joke, partially I think Capcom definitely changed the release schedule for Elena just for the Switch 2. Yeah, that makes sense. We are less than a month away from Chapter 3 and 4 releasing, though, for Deltarune, and I'm very excited about that. I think what I'll do when that happens is I'll just start from Chapter 1 again and work my way through them, and then get to 3 and 4 like naturally or whatever. I mean, I've definitely played 1 and 2, but like I've definitely played 1 and 2 and done them on stream, but that was a long time ago, like a very long time ago. That was like pre-debut. And I think it would be good to play those on stream again. And also like legit, I kind of, part of not wanting to immediately stream chapters 3 and 4 is that I want to give the people who really want to play it a chance to play it, because they will play it right away, and therefore they'll be excited to come watch my reactions to them and not want to avoid it because of spoilers. Anyways, it actually comes out on the 4th, not the 5th. I do remember that. Very happy for that, considering you work the following night, so you've got 2 days of no work to play the chapters. Supposedly they're even bigger than the last 2. That's awesome, since chapters 1 and 2 are already bigger than the entirety of Undertale, so insane a little bit. Yeah, I wondered legitimately if Toby Fox realized how big of a project Deltarune was going to balloon into. I have a feeling he didn't. But also I know Deltarune was like a thing he was working on, like, not working on, it was a game he wanted to make before even Undertale happened. So like Deltarune was kind of almost him taking that goodwill he got from Undertale and being like, okay, cool, I'm gonna make the thing I wanted to make all along now. So I need to beat Undertale, speaking of, and then catch up with Deltarune. Do I start with Undertale as a playthrough? Do I do that and then do the man? It would take me a while to get to, well, I don't know, I can get through Undertale pretty quickly, I think. But if I do that, yeah, I don't know, I want to make sure people have a chance to actually play it before I stream it. Chapter 4, he said in the newsletters he had to break his rule for the light world of no save spots. The light world alone in chapter 4 is going to be long. Let's go genocide speedrun. I am not doing genocide. 3 seconds of Silk Song. Oh no, whoops! I saw the chat update and read the wrong thing. I think he did Undertale was a practice for Deltarune. Yeah, but like, yeah, he had talked about like wanting to make, because like also like, if I remember correctly, I think there was a thing about was it that Bone Trousel was originally like supposed to be the like normal battle theme that he was like playing around with for like a hypothetical version of Deltarune before Undertale even existed? Or was it the other way around? Was it Rude Buster was supposed to be Bone Trousel but then got saved for Deltarune? It was one of the two. I don't remember which direction it went, but one of the two I'm pretty sure was true. So that's also what gives credence to the Sans and Papyrus or Time Travelers concept if they're literally characters from a game that didn't exist yet. Well, like, I don't think Bone Trousel wasn't necessarily made with Papyrus in mind, I don't think was part of that point. But also I might be mixing that up, and it might have been Rude Buster that was being made for Undertale first, and then he saved it. Like, he didn't save it, but like, he just didn't use it, and then wound up using it for Deltarune. I don't remember. I'm definitely wrong about one of these versions. I might be wrong about both of them. I just remember there was something about that, something about either Rude Buster or Bone Trousel, and about like what it was intended to be at first. And I'm probably very wrong. So, as someone who knows very little about Undertale and half asleep, you like my magic words. How many of my viewers have never seen Undertale? Wait a second. I might have to do Undertale, actually. Huh. Making games for practice isn't new. For example, Dr. M64 made every time I see AM2R, my brain automatically wants to say ASMR. Wait, really? The AM2R guy was one of the Ori people? That's amazing, actually. I had no idea. Holy shit. Played it for like 5 minutes when it was on Game Pass. Undertale feels like this all-encompassing thing on the internet is never as well known. I know, right? Still haven't done your own playthrough, but you've seen like 4 full playthroughs. I've been stroking this Makuhita card for like the last like 15 minutes, I'm pretty sure. Ori is a great Metroidvania. It is, and I have it on the list to get to, but that was on the list of games that is currently up for voting on the Discord. So anybody who is a subscriber on Twitch, if you are not in my Discord, ! Discord will bring that up here. Let me see here if I do. Actually, I should probably drop this in. Let me drop this in YouTube chat also here. There, that way, the YouTube end of things, if you guys want a link to that, you also can have that. I need to set up chat bots for YouTube also, I think. I also need to actually get mods on the YouTube end of things, so that's a work in progress. Ooh, we have another Reverse Hollow. Thank you, Ketchup. This one is that Asuka Iwashita from 2005. I am definitely not finishing sleeving all of these things tonight. That is not happening. Those who don't know, this was the start of an entire lunchbox full of these things. So, it is. We still have a lot. Oh my gosh, I keep hitting the mic. I'm so sorry. Okay. You were up. Why do you do this to me? We have a Pupitar. Aya Kusube is the illustrator. And 2005 is the card. But yeah, so actually speaking of like, just making an observation, thank you. Speaking of like fan projects and stuff, on next week's stream schedule, I actually have, there's a fan game that I saw that I was really curious to try out, and we're going to be trying it out on Wednesday. It is The Legend of Zelda Dungeons of Infinity, I think, which is a roguelike based off of A Link to the Past, and it looks super cool. So I'm hoping that it's super good, and we will be taking a look at it on Wednesday. And if it is a good one, then I will have it as a potential kind of thing to fall back on whenever we have gaps of time that need filling in on streams that where, like, you know, one-shot things would be necessary. So are those crickets in the music? I believe so. Hi Dino, how's it going? Hello, hello. I hope you're having a good night. So we have a Larvitar. This is a Yukiko Baba illustration from 2006. I kind of like the little, like, sketchy, almost like, it almost kind of looks like a little crayon drawing in a way. Like, feels like it could have been like an elementary school drawing or something. I kind of like those. They're kind of neat. Ooh, we have another reverse hollow Larvitar here. Can't wait for Stellar Blade to drop next month. Zuko Strong. Oh god. Guys, my artistic abilities are in the negatives, so that would be wild. So maybe. You don't know how to play the Pokemon TCG? It's actually a relatively simple trading card game. Basically, like, card goes down, you attach different color energies. When you have enough of the one to do the attack, you do the attack, and you have like a prize pool where you have like random cards kind of sitting over, and when you knock out an opponent, you pick one of them up, and the person who gets all of their prizes first wins. There's definitely more rules than that, but that's the gist of it. Probably the easiest one. Yeah, no, it's not a hard TCG to learn at all. Like, it's very, very simple. Ooh, we have another reverse hollow, Seadra. That's really cool. I like that one. That one is a Hisao Nakamura from 2006. Thank you, Ketchup. You are also really cool. So probably not like completely dissimilar to Magic. The most powerful card is the credit card. That is true. That is very true. I think that's universally true for every trading card game. That Horsey, one of the first cards your eyes have ever... Really? This one is Tomokazu Kamiya from 2006. It's a really good Horsey art. I really like this one. It's really cool looking. Yeah, I enjoy that. The ones that kind of go a lot more unique like this, I think, tend to be the best ones. at least in my opinion. Because like this is also cute, right? This one is Hisao Nakamura. Like it's cute. I like it. But like you have like this one really I feel like stands out. Like very like just again it's just very unique. Another reverse hollow. This is a golem. This is from the Legend Maker set. Let me see. Hajime Kusujima is the artist. It's a reverse hollow because the card art here, or I'm sorry, the majority of the card is not holographic. But wait. No, you're right. I'm dumb. Right? Wait. Is that right? Did I just blank on... Oh, hang on. Let me take a look at this. No, I think that is a reverse hollow. Okay, wait. Reverse hollow would be this part of the card being holographic and this part not being. So no, yes, this is a hollow. I blanked. So, yeah, that is an actual holographic then of a golem. Which I guess means this also was a hollow? No, this isn't a full hollow. So, we pulled a hollow live on stream. Need that Dawn fan too. I'm seeing a pattern. So this is another Yukimori. So yeah, hers are, sorry, I don't know if it's her, Yuka, could be either. Yukimori, their artwork, that GOD2, that's a ditto. Because these have to be like, I mean, I guess they could be CG, like CG art, but they look more like they're like sculptures. They're clay models. Yeah, okay, that tracks. This one then is probably also a Yukimori. It sure is, and this is a ditto. That's why you want them. That makes sense. I understand. I have a lot more of them than I realized, I think. Well, mostly because I've never gone looking for specific artists, so. But I do remember the clay model look of a lot of these, so. Carry your cards everywhere you go in case you run into wild sucrose so you can trade. This is an Anarith. Midori Harada is the artist from 2007. But yeah, I'm actually like super excited to look into more like fan projects in terms of games on stream. Because like especially on the Pokemon end, like holy crap, there's so many Pokemon fan games, and there's a lot of them that, from what I have been told, are extremely good. There's one I had my eye on that I think early this year, I think, finally got translated into English, because I think it was in Spanish initially, but it looked super good. And there's another project that I just saw the trailer for, I think, and I don't know when it's gonna come out, but it also looked really good. So So we got a Grovile. Sorry, is it Grovile? 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 Grovile. I think it's Grovile. Hisao Nakamura. 2006. I didn't watch the anime that often. So like the pronunciation of a lot of these goes over my head sometimes because I mostly have only ever read them in the games, and so you don't actually hear them spoken out loud. So if you need a fun creature collector looking to Beastie Ball, you play volleyball instead of fighting. It's cute as heck, similar style to Paper Mario with 2D sprites and 3D environments. That's really cool sounding. Yeah, like that's the other thing. Like there's also a lot of like creature collector indie games out there that are also really good. So this one is not a Yuki. I'm sorry, not a Yukamori. This is a Sachiko Adachi. Reminds you of the art for the portraits and Mr. Oh, what, this one? Yeah, actually, that tracks. This is another one that's like looks kind of like it's a clay model on like drawn art, which is kind of neat. We have a lot of Tricos. But yeah, I eventually also need to play Cassette Beasts. I have that also. And I've heard that is also a very good creature collector. Okay. Am I just saying Gao? Is that the trigger? Okay, I can do it. Need to head to sleep. This was a chill stream. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Salahi. Is it Salahi? Am I pronouncing that correctly? Thank you so much. It was nice meeting you. Thank you for joining. I hope you have a wonderful night. Sleep well. And for Spiked Kirby, good night, Chaotix. Unless you're saying good night to Salahi, in which case, that's also fine. There's a cute redhead you can wait. I got some new content semi-recently about an NPC. Haven't gotten back to play it though. There's a cute redhead you can romance in the game. Wait, yeah? Like a cute redhead girl that you can romance as a girl? Or what? Okay, well, just got better. Pronounced it right. Yay, I'm glad. You'll hang around for a bit longer? Yeah, no worries. We're probably going for another half hour or so, and then we'll look for somebody to raid out to. I guess on the YouTube end of things, if you guys want to walk me through doing the redirect, I think we can find somebody there too. I haven't done it before, obviously, so if we can make that happen, then that would be cool. Although I'll have to like juggle back and forth between YouTube and Twitch in terms of like saying hi to the people I'm raiding into, but I need to learn how to do that eventually. So a cute girl with man, all right, I will have to play it at some point. You've convinced me, not like as if I wasn't gonna play it already. The Surskit? No, sorry, a Surskit. Would not have a clue, sadly. That's okay. We'll figure it out. I'll have to just look all that up, I think. We might not worry about it tonight. But, this one is a Mitsuhiro... No, sorry. Let me actually pull this closer. This is tiny, tiny text. Mitsuhiro Arita. Oops. If I have a waiting room up, I can send it there for practice. Another waiting room? Like set up on my own channel? Huh. I don't know how to do that either, actually. So, there's a lot about YouTube I need to learn. Because, like, because, like, I'm going live through OBS, but then also through Restream, so, like, it's doing all the setup for me, I think. So, so I think I need to look up how to manually do that. Because I need to learn, like I said, it's all stuff I need to learn. We'll get there. We have a Sunkern. I have never used this Pokemon in an actual game, but it's really cute. You can have future streams set up and people can get notifications on all or even specific streams. Oh, okay, okay. Oh, okay. So is it basically just like the scheduled stream thing or whatever? Because, like, I did have that at one point when I was planning out, like, when I started doing YouTube streams at the start of the year. I need to get back to doing that. Part of it was, like, I needed to make thumbnails ahead of time, which I was really bad at doing. I'm not bad at making them after the fact, but making them ahead of time was a thing I had trouble keeping up with, but I need to try to get back on top of that. But, I wanted to use that Sunkern line, but they're too weak. Yeah, like, we actually, like, I keep finding, like, we keep running into these during the Soul Link. Like, I have one in my box on the Soul Link, but I don't have a reason to use it. So, like, there's that. I like the artwork on this, though. Again, kind of like the slightly more, like, sketchy. I like this. It's kind of like fuzzy looking. It looks like stuff that looks like it was, like, drawn with crayon, I guess. There's something about that like tickles my brain. Sure, using a generic one for a little bit would be fine, to be honest. That's true. Well, I think it uses my the channel, like, banner artwork, I think, right now, when I don't have an actual one, which is probably fine for the moment. But what I should do is I should just throw together, like, generic, like, very generic thumbnails for each game I'm doing, and then worry about making actual thumbnails for them after the fact. Ooh, this is another. Okay, this might actually really be a reverse holo then. I think this is actually a reverse holo, and I've been calling the wrong things reverse holos this whole time. But this is I believe, reverse holo Snorlax. I think I actually have a reverse holo now. Let me see. Hang on. Is that Masakazu Fukada? I think is that name. Sucrose is the cool aunt. I'm sorry. Hang on. Wait a second. Wait. At least call me older sister. Hang on. I'm not that old. No, you're fine. Hi, Demon. How's it going? No, you're fine. Oh, here's another Yukimori. Catch up for the C-Dot. This one's from 2006. Trying not to cry? Everything okay, Demon? What's up? This one is Yukiko Baba. It's another kind of, like, yeah, like, this one looks more almost like colored pencil-esque with, like, the sketch lines and stuff. I really like that. 1 week for graduation, you'll miss your friends. Oh, got it. Yeah, that's hard. It is hard. It's a transitional point in your life. But, like, the people who you're closest with, you tend to keep up with in some regard. And it's an opportunity to move forward, and you'll make new friends in the places you go to. Thank you for the hydrate, and the posture check, and the head pats. There is one problem. What's the problem? You're antisocial. Fair. Can't stay for the best redeem, but hope all days are good. Thank you, Wolfman. I appreciate the support very much. Thank you for stopping by. Well, mid ambivert, but mostly antisocial. Understandable. And that's not too dissimilar from me, to be honest. Like, I think, like, in terms of the whole, like, you know, gaining or losing energy from social interactions, I'm more on the gaining end of things. So, like, technically that tends to be, like, considered extroverted, but also I'm extremely, I have anxiety real bad. So, like, so I tend to not do super well in settings where I don't know people already, and you lose a lot of energy just for talking. You have like, yeah, no, understandable. It's one of those things where, like, a lot of my friends and a lot of people that I know are definitely on the introvert end of the spectrum, which, you know, I'm friends with a lot of VTubers, so that makes sense. A lot of us are introverts. So, like, I relate to that a lot, for sure. It's one of those things where, like, when I'm in spaces with people that I feel comfortable with, I definitely feel energized by that. But if I'm not comfortable with them, I'm drained real fast because it's, again, anxiety. So you relate, but you gotten much better over time. I would like to think I have too. Honestly, streaming has been, like, a massive help for me, like, in terms of gaining more confidence, gaining, you know, a little bit more ability to, like, socialize and converse. Does it get easier with practice too? Yeah, for sure. So yeah, here you go. Catch up. This is another, another Yukimori from 2004. You have a big red flag. You're an overthinker. That is a mood and a half. I don't know what it's like to not overthink everything. I really, really don't. I do it all the time. It's, again, you know, anxiety, very likely, somewhere on the ADHD neurodivergent spectrum myself. So, like, it's a mood and a half. Just overthink this one's another Sachiko Adachi. These are neat, actually. I do like these because they're, like, it's, like, very, like, mixed media, I guess would be the way you would put it, because it's like, this is either CG or it's another kind of model, but it's still over a drawn background, and I think that's super cool. Can't sit still, you need to move. I understand. Being able to let go, take things in stride will also get easier with time. Yeah, it's true. It can be a struggle. Like, it really is. Like, a lot of that can be a struggle. But learn coping mechanisms over time. Obviously, some will work better than others, and you learn to cope, right? Mostly because you don't really have a choice in a lot of cases. It's just like, hey, well, gotta survive, right? So you do what you can, and some stuff will work, some stuff won't, but you'll learn. Wait, not gonna lie, you thought I was a boy? Really? No, it's fine. I'm just a little confused. I'm not sure what about me gave that impression. And you thought Ketchup was a girl? Well, oh my gosh. That deep, sexy voice. Wait, do you mean mine or Ketchup's? Okay, look, I do know, like, I'm aware I have a lower register for a girl, but, and that is a thing that speaking of, like, things that, streaming kind of helped me, like, get better at being confident about, like, my voice is one of them, because, like, I've always had a deeper register. Like, I've got a relatively deep voice for a girl. Like, I do, and I was always very jealous of girls, and streamers, like, especially like other VTubers who have like the higher pitched voices, who can do like the squeaky anime voice. But like, I don't know. I think my voice is fairly unique in its own way, and I've been told by a lot of people that they think it's cute and like very much not like other things, I guess. So like, it's a thing that I've come to appreciate a lot more over time. Thank you, Ketchup. I appreciate it. This is a Kyoko Umemoto Gulpin. Super, super cute. Actually, that's very, very simplistic, like, art style, but you adore the way I say what when I get excited. Oh my gosh. I'm actually not even sure what you're talking about, too. Like, there are a lot of people that do genuinely enjoy the deeper voice too, so just everything personal. Yeah, exactly. Because, like, there was definitely starting out, I was like, is anybody even gonna want to watch me? Because I don't have, like, high-pitched uwu anime voice. But, like you said, it's definitely been, like, it's become very clear over time that, like, there are a lot of people who do enjoy like the other end of that spectrum, so it's cool. I'm like I said, it's a thing that I have come to appreciate that I have a lot more over time. Yeah, we got a holographic mech. This one's by Midori Hirata. 2006. Oh, YouTube chat delay might be slightly too long. Oh, if it wasn't clear, I can see the chats before they show up on screen on the stream, but I a lot of times I'll only notice them on the stream first, but I may need to look into fixing that. My chat delay isn't too big for Twitch, right? Like, Twitch's is fairly short. I'm sure there's probably a setting on YouTube that I can fix for that. This is a weird looking Grimer. I did not realize this was Grimer at first. I thought this was another mech. That is a very strange looking Grimer. That is Tomokazu Kamiya. Let me take a look real quick. Is there... Because I did... Let's see. I did have settings pulled up earlier. Channel... Is it advanced settings? Oh, okay, wait. Intermediate features? No. Oh, advanced settings? No, I'll look into it later. I'll look into it later. But I'm sure there's a way for me to lower the delay on YouTube. No, you're fine. But I do want to be able to, I do want it to be like, I want it to try to be as equitable as possible between the two. So yeah, definitely if I can lower that chat delay, that would be good. Deep bear voice. Go. I mean, you know, I guess I could go relatively deep. And I don't know, is this considered mature? At least that one isn't. That's right. I completely forgot about that. That card art. Yeah, there is that like absolutely wild card art of that Grimer. Narrator voice. Gao intensifies. Oh my gosh. We've got a Gloom by, is that Koki Saito, I believe, from 2005. Mature, can you talk about tax filings, please? I was gonna do it as a bit, and I realized I have no clue what to say. But like, hi there. Hello, chat. I've been trying to reach you about your car's extended warranty. I don't know, should I break out the mature voice more often? I don't even know if that's like actually what that is, or if I'm just doing a weird voice at that point, but this is not, this almost looked like a holographic for a second, but it's just the way it's drawn. You went up a tax bracket and it's time to pay up. Chat. I regret to inform you that you've gone up a tax bracket and you owe quite a bit of money. Oh, right. That was also a thing. Yeah. This is a really cool Jatini art bit, though. Is it Tomokazu Kamiya from 2006? I'm glad you like that emote. We have a hollow Cradilly. Cradilly? Is it Cradilly or Cradilly? I think it's Cradilly. This is a Kensuke Mori art. A Cherubi. I liked this. I like Cherubi a lot. This one becomes the oh gosh, why can't I think of the name of it suddenly? But because it's like closed up unless it's you're fine, demon. What was I saying? The Yukimori Cherubi? Cherim, thank you. Yes, Cherim. It's like all closed up unless it's like sunny, and then it's like a like super happy looking like little Sakura petal like Pokemon, and it's super cute. I love it. You have air is beautiful. Air is beautiful. Sure. Carnivine. This is another Kensuke Mori? No, this is Koki Saito. That looks like official game art though, but I guess not. Cacnea. Ooh, I like the artwork on this one. All of like the sketchier ones, like that look like they were done by pencil or by crayon, are the ones I tend to like, I think. It's another Tomokazu Kamiya from 2006. How happy would I be if Mega Beware was ever a thing? I think it would be interesting. I didn't use well, no, that's not true. I did use Beware. But I would probably use it. Cacnea is so close. It really is. It's one of those ones, like, I don't love its evolution, but like I like these cute little guys. Cacnea is just kind of a cute, silly little guy, and I love it. This one is by Hajime Kusajima from 2007. And we have a hollow Venusaur. That is, I believe, another Hajime Kusajima from 2006. Okay, and that is the stack, which is probably not bad timing-wise. Not a fan of Cacturne. Yeah, I don't know. Like, I talked about this earlier, but, like, I'm drawn, like, I've always been a big fan of, like, the cuter, like, super cute Pokemon, or, like, and, like, the ones that go from, like, cute to kind of, like, I don't know, scary or whatever in a way that's supposed to be like kind of cool. So it's like edgy and spooky and stuff, and it's like but it was cute before. So like, I don't know, I have an issue sometimes with that, where it's like, I love this Pokemon's pre-evolution, but then its final evolution is just like, oh, that's disappointing. So but I think we'll do more of this in the future. This was a lot of fun. Mimikyu, would you be its friend? Of course. I would pull out more cards to do, but we're like already at like 11:53, so just really wanted to keep it spiral. Actually, yeah, like honestly, I would be down for like, hang on, let's see. You just get like, it just gets like inflated, right? It just gets bigger, right? And it's just like a big, I don't know. Yeah, actually, like, now I'm like imagining like a, like, almost kind of like, I don't know, like in the vein of like Pete or whatever, like from like Mickey Mouse or whatever, like just a big, like lumbering, like, almost kind of like derpy little bully kind of looking dude, but a cactus. I think that would be great. Like, I would be down for that. Need to get to bed, head hardy, and ice sleeping, no problem whatsoever. Catch up, we're about to wrap up here anyways. Thank you so much for hanging out, and I hope you have a wonderful night. Sleep well, catch up. Alright, so I do think, here, let me put these off to the side. Actually, you know what? They can sit here. It's fine. I'll clean it up once I am off stream. So, because we are about to go back to the screen over here. As soon as there it is. Alright, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. I need to figure out, I need to check and see if Slime Chat has their YouTube plugin yet. If they do, I can just set up a Slime Chat to my left here for the YouTube end of things. I don't spend a ton of time. Good night, and hope you and Twitch have a good one. Thank you so much, Chaotix. Thank you for coming to join us. I really appreciate it. I'm super excited that we're finding people over on the YouTube end of things. It's really exciting. Okay, so thank you so much, guys, for coming to hang out. We are going to start looking for somebody to raid out to tonight. Okay. Is Minari about to raid out? I'm hoping she's not. She's raided into us a couple times. I have not had the chance to return the favor yet. I would love to raid into her. She usually finishes around the same time that I do, though, which is part of the problem. But I'm gonna go for it. We're gonna do it. I'm gonna raid her. We're setting up that raid right now. Okay. Okay, you guys. Thank you so much for coming to watch. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope you guys are, I hope I gave you guys a nice, calm, relaxing time. Those of you coming with me on this raid, we do have a raid message. If you are subscribed and have access to those emotes over on Twitch, it is this. If you're not subscribed, that's totally fine. We've got you covered with this one instead. I'm gonna have to learn all of the YouTube end of this so that I can also do the same thing for you guys over there on YouTube, but for the time being, that will be a future feature of the stream. But I will be back here. I can pull this up. No, actually I'm not going to, because the time is already winding down. My schedule for next week is up on the Discord and on Blue Sky, so please refer to that if you want to see next week's schedule. I will be back on Wednesday with some Legend of Zelda Dungeons of Infinity, so if you want to come check out some Zelda roguelike action, please come see me then. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Until next time, you guys, I hope you guys have a great rest of your night and a wonderful start to your week, and I will see you next time. Sleep well, chat. Hang tight for that raid.